can say shit to me because I'm too fucking big and mean to fuck with. I'm a gangster.
I'm sorry. So basically, the video, end the video. Get out. I'm done. No forex lesson. You guys, I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm a little goofy, so sometimes I like to fuck around. But yeah, guys, what's up? Today's Thursday. I want to show you guys. You guys can see on my desktop. I don't care. You guys are family. Basically, let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna look at why supply and demand changed everything for me in my trading game for 2025. And so, sorry, that's my shithead sister. And yes, she's not as good as you guys probably are imagining. So if you knew her, you would call her that too. But so yeah, let's get right into it. So, for me, I want to go and tell you guys the direct value that I need to give to you guys. So if you're a supply and demand trader, the strongest supply and demand zones tend to be the ones that have high volume fueled by volatility. And so what that means is you guys are about to know what I'm talking about. Don't worry, I got you guys. So you know how you guys are trading like impulses sometimes, like when you're trading supply and demand, you see like that impulse go straight up. Like let's look at it right now. So let's see. So I'm actually about to take this little tool here and I'm gonna draw. So you know how you trade supply and demand, you see impulse that goes straight up, let's say like this, right? Now, no retail trader can make the market move that significantly, right? Because we all know supply and demand, the zones, the ones we trade, are mainly created by smart money. They're, if not initiated, the cause of that sharp movement is because of volume and volatility, because all these charts represent the fluctuation of value. And so the value has dropped in whatever you're trading significantly. And usually, an average person, such as a retail trader like me and you sitting at home, we can't really affect the value of silver, right? Or USD CAD, UJ. So I want to give you guys this one tip. So for me, um, here's how I find all of my setups. Use Forex Factory or economic count or the economic calendar, and then once you use the economic calendar in Forex Factory, go on the filter and actually set it up. Like here, let's do it together. Set it up to only show you medium to high, medium to high volatile news. If you're a smart money or supply and demand trader, because all this red you're looking at on the screen under my face right now is basically the medium and high volatile news. So if you notice today, we only have red news. Usually there's orange, like you see next week. So normally there's low impact news, which is called a yellow folder, low impact news. And no matter what site I use, I only have it show me high volatile and high volatile news, because yellow folders are like this. They move the market like this, sideways a little bit, little tiny candles, right? Now think of this as an Xbox or a PlayStation. In order to make money in the forex market or the futures, whatever, supply and demand, we need to understand the players. We need to trade in active markets. Like you go on Xbox and people are active. You need to play in active markets. So if the market isn't active, yeah, you can still make money, but it's not going to be as efficient and it's not going to be as consistent, or the market isn't going to move. It's just going to go sideways. So how are you, if you're going to sell, that you know how long it is going to take for you to get out of that trade because it's just moving like that. So yeah. So for me, what I've noticed is that the news for me, since I trade with the news, I don't trade against the news. I trade with the news. It actually creates a lot of my supply and demand zones. If not, it will usually push the trade I'm already running before the news into profit because my bias was correct beforehand. So the first thing I want you guys to do is choose at least 10 forex pairs, or forex and futures, or only futures is cool. If you trade US 30 NAS, pay attention to the US dollar currency because that usually fluctuates. So for example, if we were trading, today is Thursday, right? And I was trading silver. I traded silver yesterday. So today is high impact news because we have unemployment claims, core PPI, which is a big deal. And this will move the market, whether up or down. We don't need to know the details. We just need to know the news for us as smart money traders, supply and demand traders, simply moves the market. So you can look at each one of these red and orange folders as opportunities to enter a trade based off the currency you're looking at. So like I said before, since there's US dollar news today, this is why silver dropped today. Look, you see that? I actually got in a profitable trade at silver, and it took profit at night while I was sleeping around 3 a.m. And in the morning, it fell because we had US dollar news tomorrow, which is today, because I traded this yesterday. And yeah, so this is why news is important, because if you don't know what's going on, if you tried to trade silver, let's say today, and you didn't see the news, you would have got you see that big giant down move? Yeah, so usually when there's a big giant down move or up move like this, you see how it's the gray candlesticks are going straight down. Whenever you see the market go straight down, forex or futures markets, they can't. That's called unhealthy price action or inefficient price action. They can't thrive on price action that just goes straight down or straight up. The market always has to come back and pull back or retrace, right? It goes up, down, up. The market never goes straight up or straight down. And so in order to profit from this, the news creates those dramatic movements down and up, right? In my strategy, right? For me, for us talking right now. So the news in this scenario creates these up movements and down movements. As you can see here, silver, this down movement was created by the US dollar news. And so once these events happen, I either enter on a pullback after the news, or I'm already in the trade, and then this whole movement is my trade. So you guys kind of understand what I'm getting at? So the news creates these dramatic movements like this, and we're going to call them supply and demand zones. So we have demand, which means the market's prices are greater than supply. When prices rise, and when demand is greater than supply, prices will rise. So if something happens with the US dollar currency and there's demand, it goes straight up. That's telling me in the market there's demand. So why would I be selling it? So if there's demand, I'm not gonna buy like a dumbass at the top. Sorry, my language, because I know YouTube does that. I'm not gonna buy at the top right here where I'm circling, because we're at the top. That's called FOMC, having fear of missing out, and that's what you do when you don't know what you're doing. So what am I gonna do? As a forex trader that's disciplined and patient, I am going to wait for the market to come back down and retrace and recorrect to the lower part of the range before I take my trade profiting to the upside. And notice how I said lower part of the range. Why did I say that? I said lower part of the range because when you're buying, like investors do, you always want to buy cheap and you always want to sell expensive. So when you buy cheap, that's called buying at a discount price. When you're buying at supply and demand, when you're buying at your demand zone, you're buying at a discount price because it's pulling back to a cheaper price before price continues to rise, right? And then when you're selling high, you're selling at premium price, which means expensive, okay? So we're gonna actually go ahead and write this down, and I hope you guys are paying attention. If you don't understand what I'm saying right now until this whole video, watch it again. You'll definitely understand it if you watch it again. But we're gonna zoom in here, and I'm just gonna show you guys something, because I want you guys to actually, sorry, I'm just so giddy. I like making these videos. I like connecting with traders, and I appreciate you guys actually coming on here, taking your journey seriously. It means a lot. And so I'm going to take this. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to change it. How can I change the font? All right, so 20. Let's go to 32. And I want you guys to write down what I'm about to write. So when you're buying, when you buy, that equals you're buying at discount levels. And not just levels, discount price levels, because every single area you enter a trade is at a price point, because that's what, like, if you enter your numbers on MetaTrader or your Trade Locker, you're entering the coordinates. You're entering, like, oh, if you're doing your market orders or stop or market limit. So when you buy, you're buying at those equal discount price levels. So I'm actually gonna write it again because it did prices. And when you're selling, when you sell, you're selling at premium price levels, right? And give me guys 1 second. Just pause the video or fast forward it. But all right. So premium price levels is basically when you sell, right? Okay. Now we're gonna do this again. and I'm gonna go ahead and draw, not this again, I'm gonna draw the second thing I want you guys to write, because this is important. So we've established that when you buy, it's at discount, and when you sell, you should be selling at premium levels. So let's establish the meaning of discount and premium on paper, so we write it down so you guys can take these notes, screenshot, and actually practice this. So discount equals cheap price, low price. Let's just do low price. And premium equals, sorry guys, I'm taking for like 5 years to fucking type. Oh my god, it just erased what I fucking wrote. It's pissing me off. Fuck, hold on. Alright, so premium just erased the whole thing. Fuck. Hold on, let me just do it again. Alright, there you go. So premium, sorry guys. Premium equals high price, right? Alright, so we have our discount price, which is low price, and the premium is high price. So the premium high price is for selling, so I'm gonna write selling. And then the discount low price is when you're buying, right? So alright, so now I want you guys to screenshot this, or if you're watching this on the reel, I don't care where you're watching this on. I'm gonna try to see, you guys probably can't see all this on the reel, so I'm just gonna move my camera over in case you're watching this on the reel, like that. Alright, so for you guys on YouTube, when you buy, you're always gonna buy at a discount price level, and when you're selling, you're always gonna sell at a premium price level. And so how you determine where these levels are located is by doing market structure. And so when you're using your trend line or your market structure, and then price drops and you're buying, that you want to look for your entries at the low of where your trend is. And when you're selling for profit, you want to look for entries high. You want to look for entries higher and not low. But yeah, guys, I want to make these little bite-sized videos, so I don't want to say too much, because go back and take what I just said, and I want you guys to just get that in your brain, memorize this, and this is how I work. We do really basic stuff. Because when you do the basic stuff and you actually learn it instead of memorize it, like if you guys rush through this and try to just memorize instead of actually listen and learn it, then there's no point in watching it. So just do this and learn one thing for today, take that back with you, and then come back tomorrow, because you'll be way more successful that way than memorizing a bunch of stuff that you don't remember. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys found some value out of this. I don't have a course. I have a free Discord, and if you guys want to see what it looks like, all right, here. I have a free Discord you guys can join, and I also do offer one-on-one coaching weekly. So once you get your coaching with me, we do one-on-one every single week. It's not expensive. It's literally $100, not monthly, one time, lifetime. So you literally get my coaching lifetime, every single week and month until you learn my strategy and get this down. And I don't care if you guys see my business, because like I said, you guys are like my family on here. So yeah, can I show you guys my trade setups? Is that all right with you guys? Can I show you guys? All right, so yesterday, you see this? Look at the screenshot. You see that? That's silver. That's when it was like 9 o'clock. It was like 10, and then it took profit on 3, right? What I said at the beginning of the video. Now I'm gonna show you guys the trade, that trade. So this is that trade you guys just saw, but this is on the 15 minutes. So I actually entered right there at that demand zone. And what I mean by right there is right over there where you see that gray arrow, that demand zone right, fuck, why is it not doing that? Right there. And the reason why this was a demand zone, because I like to explain my reasoning for things so you guys can understand why, like why I did what I did. So you see, if you guys watch my past videos, the way you trade liquidity, the only reason I got into this trade was because of the liquidity. So you see those dollar signs under my face where that black line is, and there's like those 3 little emojis, that represents a resistance / buy side liquidity. So liquidity is basically areas in the market where there are stop losses of retail traders, specifically, not smart money retail traders, because retail traders tend to trade the basic stuff like they tend to trade support, resistance, EMA, all that stuff, and then their orders usually get clustered at these levels. So I use these for confirmation. So it's kind of similar to a breakout retest. So I like to see price break out and grab that liquidity for traders that think they were trying to sell here. So what I mean is, you see there, Imagine where that dollar sign is, that emoji. Imagine traders actually trying to sell right here. So imagine someone sold here first, and then another trader grabbed it and sold again, right? And then he sold, and then you have two traders selling here, and then you get into another trade. Like the risk to reward boxes that I'm drawing represent trades that traders, retail traders, were doing at that price level. So someone that saw that resistance, that trades that, I don't trade that, could have just drew a box like this and said, okay, so when price comes to this rectangle, I'm gonna sell like this, and we're gonna make money because it's support or resistance, and I didn't understand how to do my market structure correctly, so I'm gonna sell here and make all. No, it went straight up, right? And this is why I like. This is the number one way to actually finding winning setups. Number one, identify your trend, and number two, identify some liquidity, such as support, resistance, trend lines. Those two things are things you can actually start out with. And what you can do is wait for price to actually break. So if your trend is bullish and you see liquidity that is bearish, like for example, you see a resistance within your trend that is bullish overall, then you can actually wait for price to break that liquidity and enter the pullback. Because the pullback, the only reason I got profitable with this trade because of the pullback. So the pullback was right here at this hold on. The pullback was right here where I entered right there because that was a demand zone, okay, at that gap right there. So price came up, broke out, and then pulled back and then went up. And then because of the U.S. news today, because there's a lot of happening in the market today, it dropped, which is fine. But it's important to know, the reason this doesn't scare me and I got out on time is because when you know the news and when you know what's coming out, you have less fear. It's not, you don't know everything's the market, and you don't, obviously stuff can still happen, but you have a better bias and you're more relaxed. You're not as emotional. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys found value at this video. Again, I have a free community that you guys can take a part of, which is on Discord in the description or in Instagram in my bio. And I also have an coaching one-on-one because I'm a one-on-one type of person. And I also have an ebook. So if you guys don't want to do the one-on-one, you guys just want to learn my strategy with visual examples, then you can get my ebook. But if you guys don't want to pay for anything, that's fine too. I'm not forcing you to buy anything. There's plenty of videos on YouTube you can watch from other people and also from me. And you can also feel free to join my free chat and ask other traders stuff. I made it free because I want you guys to be and experience a community with like-minded people. I don't want to like gatekeep. So yeah. I hope you guys, like I said again, got value out of this video. I'm gonna end it right here and post this. And yeah. Peace. Keep going. Don't give up, guys. Just have discipline. The key to making money with forex is the charts. Focus on your strategy and being consistent with it on the chart. But yeah, guys, peace.